Well, the two-year plan to revamp the mall is underway, and with us tonight to give us more information is our guest, Gary McManus of Forest City. Gary, thank you so much for coming and joining us.
My pleasure. We love telling the story.
Gary, talk to us about the timeline. What can we expect? I know it's a two-year process, but go through it with us.
Well, let's start at the end. We're intending for this to be about a two-year redevelopment process, culminating with the new retail element opening in 2018. The residential tower, 22 stories, 406 apartments, would open the first quarter of 2019. But what we'll start to see in July is demolition on the interior of what used to be the Macy's furniture store, and then once that's accomplished, you'll start to see demolition of that area of the mall, the east end and near Randolph Street, and it will move west slowly towards the Macy's store throughout the process.
And Gary, how is it going to be different from Ballston Common Mall?
It's going to be significantly different. You won't recognize the place. It is going to take advantage of a popular trend in architecture, in retail architecture, where you have an indoor and an outdoor concourse. So some of the malls will be in a completely enclosed environment like it is now and has been for many years. And then others will be in sort of like a European street sort of a setting. Open to the sky, but the walkways right in front of the stores will be covered.
And as we discussed, you know, this is a two-year process. What stores will be open during that two-year renovation period?
Well, the garage and the Iceplex are actually not part of our process. The garage is owned by Arlington County. That will remain completely operational. Macy's is also owns their own building. They will remain completely operational. But the tenants that will remain open throughout, many of them have exterior entrances, but that includes Capital One, LensCrafter, CVS, Sport and Health, and the Regal Cinema.
Gary, I did want to touch on some criticism. Some of the owners that we talked to have talked about the news of the renovations and how the store closures was released to the press, to the radio, to print media. And we have some of that video. Let's go to that video right now.
It should not have been 3 or 4 months in advance. They could have called the merchants meeting, tell them that this is the plan, this is what we want to do it, and you guys get prepared that you are going to leave by May 31st. That would have been okay. But print media, of course, is good, but at the same time, it did hurt the business. People still call me right at the shop, are you still open? And then I had to say, gee, we have not gone yet. So that is the reason I am telling about this, that it certainly hurted the business for last 3 months, without any question whatsoever.
Actually, yes, we did. We got into a kind of slump, you know, and nobody knew what it was. But then finally, I guess they announced that it was because of the renovations. Maybe people thought it was starting right away and they didn't want to come.
I mean, it couldn't be worse than 2008 and 2009 during the recession time. If it hurts the business, depending on what type of traffic you have, what kind of business do you have, and any business is up and down.
So Gary, a little bit too soon to maybe release that information?
Well, we never proactively went out and said this is what we're doing, because what happened to some of these merchants it would be expected. When our merchants don't do well, we don't do well. So we never proactively went out with that information. What we did was responded to media inquiries saying what's going on, what's going to happen. So it was more of a reactive effort than a proactive effort.
And Gary, can we expect some of these owners to maybe come back in the new mall?
We're talking to a wide range of retailers. We're going to focus the new tenant mix on dining, entertainment, neighborhood services, and yes, some of the retailers that were currently in the mall, we're talking to them as well.
We don't have too much time left, but I did want to go over the bridge. A lot of people have concern about the bridge. What are we expected? Is it going to be open during that renovation period when Ballston Quarter opens?
The bridge is part of the public-private partnership founded between Forest City and the Arlington County officials. And the existing pedestrian bridge will be replaced. It will start to be demolished this fall. And it will be completely redesigned and will be open when the mall opens in 2018.
And how can, and we didn't touch on a lot of things, but how can viewers get more information about Ballston Quarter?
There is a wonderful website, ballstonquarter.com, easy to find, that we will be posting construction updates to, and it has a lot of the renderings that you're seeing in your piece here, and some fun videos and fun facts.
Gary, thank you so much for joining me today. We really appreciate it. And again, we have so many questions, and we hope you can come back soon to give us an update.
Our pleasure.
And now finally, we're going to go to some of the owners at Ballston Common Mall that wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for coming to their stores year after year. Let's go to the video.
Well, first off, we want to say thank you. We really appreciate your business. We love servicing you and servicing the community, and we hope it continues. Please come follow us. Please visit us at the Crystal City Shops Metro Stop. It's right on the blue and yellow line. We really would like to continue to earn your business.
We've got a lot of loyal customers. A lot of them, they come all the time because a lot of people travel for business, And I would just like to thank them for being so loyal all these years. And I'm hoping that they'll come and see me when I go to the store at Pentagon City.
To tell them when we open, they should come back and see us on a line or something,
The customers, they must remember that my telephone number 703-351-0777 has been with us for last 15 years. So you can find me on that number. You will know it by that phone, and naturally I will be coming back.
I would just say to them, thanks for your business and loyalty as customers. We would love to have your business back again and again, and then continue to serve.